Hi everybody, my name is Navin Noronha and I'm your friendly neighborhood gay person, and you've seen me probably in a stand-up video or contributing my talent to somebody else's work. But in the past 5 years of doing comedy, I've never been this jobless, like there's no stand-up to do. And while my peers recorded some of their videos and put them out, I feel like I should have done something as well. But I could not because I was traveling and touring with my show and have an entire 1 hour special that I want to release, but nobody wants to put it up right now because there's no space to perform at. So what I thought I would do is go back in the archives and see where my comedy first began, which is at this beautiful venue called Hive, which is not around anymore. I mean, the venue is there, but it doesn't. It's not called Hive anymore. So I performed there for the first time, and my first time was just the worst. Every comic's first time is terrible, and I decided to take a look back, travel back in time, and see how I was as a baby comic. So a bit of context: it was 26th June 2014, and my friend Rovina, who used to live next to Hive, was the one who came along with me. Often at open mics, we often bring our friends because we need moral support and because nobody else knows us. So I remember reaching the Hive really early and registering for the open mic and seeing all the other big comics there, Kunal Kamra, Akash Mehta, and I was really taken aback because almost everyone was there, Aditi Mittal, Kani Surka. So I was like, okay, how do I do this? And surprisingly, they never called my name throughout the open mic. Kunal Kamra was hosting, and they forgot that I'm also on the lineup. So there were 2 other Navins on the lineup, including Navin Polishetty, who's now a famous star. And I was the last person to go up on stage. So let's see how that went. I'm just thinking, how do I top Vikram's act, man? So yeah, it's very miserable when you are the third Navin in the act. I was just sidelined, and it's more difficult when you are a Catholic and your name is Navin. People ask, you come to me and they're like, "Are you a good Jew?" I'm like, "How can you insult me, man?" So that was my first ever line. When you're a Catholic and your name is Navin, people think you're a good Jew, and I'm like, "Don't insult me, man." I know I'm cringing myself. Let's see how that went. Okay, so I am 22. I don't look 22 because nothing is happening over here and I look like shit. But yeah, so it helped me score. So I was not giving the crowd any time to react. I had a script in mind and I was just running through it. I was like, I'm 22 and I don't look 22 because of this. And surprisingly, I'm looking at myself at the age of 22 and I was like, I look better now at 28 than I looked at the age of 22. Like, what the fuck was happening with this entire package? Ugh. Drinks when I was younger because and I also got laid when I was younger. And you're thinking, how does this get laid? So the whole idea is how did someone who's 22 look this way? And I was like, okay, let's make jokes on that because all through my life people are like, hey, you don't look your age because you are fat and you have a French beard like a Catholic priest for some reason. So I was like, okay, let's make jokes on that to begin with. I hadn't even thought about talking about the gay part yet, and I was just feeling the room, Let's see what happens. Get laid. Let me tell you, the reason is I'm gay, okay? So I'm just coming up. Okay, so yeah, people come up to me and like, okay, you're gay, but so this is my first ever public coming out experience, you guys. And the way I went into it was like, you must be imagining how does this get laid? And I'm like, because I'm gay. And that made no sense because even back then I was not getting laid because no one wanted to fuck that. Because I was low on self-confidence, high on testosterone, and clearly high on ghee. I was expecting someone to throw a bottle of beer at me, but no one did that, thankfully. So my cat is here now. And she's an adventurous person. Let's continue and see what happens. You're gay, but you're normal, dude. I'm like, what did you expect? So this joke I'm actually proud of because that was the most common reaction I ever got was like, you are gay, I guess, but you look normal. And that's the most common reaction I got all the time. And I was like, how do I, phrase that in a joke? Because if you see my newer videos, I've used that in my latest stand-up as well because that's something that is stuck with me for the longest time. Even within the queer community, they don't think I'm gay sometimes, and the other comics would think that I would do a shtick that I'm doing a special, act where I'm trying to pretend to be gay because they just assumed this whole package was not gay. And that's again speaking on their notions of what homosexuality looks like, but there's no certain way homosexuality looks like, to be honest. So let's see what the jokes were.
Oh my god, what do you expect? This is normal, it's okay.
So I did a very stereotypical thing right after I said the most notion breaking thing, and for that I'm sorry to the entire universe.
Statistically speaking, 70% of gay men are normal. They act normal, they talk normal. The remaining 30% are good Jews. I see this because
Wow. Honestly, I haven't seen this video in the past 5 years because I knew how terrible this was. I had no idea how terrible it was, and I apologize to the entire Gujarati community for doing this. But then, you live and you learn, I guess. I said some more blasphemous thing, I remember. It's all coming back to me now that what happened after this was not cute either.
I say this because I know the inside story. Why do you think Narendra Modi won? Yeah? It's because the GMGM association wanted him to win. The GMGM association basically stands for I believe is because he's got a giant dick up his ass, man, and he's okay with that. He likes that.
So the idea was like, why did Modi leave his wife? Because he's part of the GMGM association. The video will cut over there, but then the GMGM full form was Gay Men Gujarati Modi, so something like that. I don't even remember it, but I was just like gunning for Modi even back then, and he had just, I think, started contesting for the elections, so it was topical. And I said that Modi has a giant dick up his ass, and look at it now. 6 years hence, nothing's changed.
I heard that bomb. Okay, and one more reason why, when you're gay and people ask you, like, how do you do it? They don't understand how this happens, right? So then I tell them what I'm going to tell you is like there's a magical portal that we have between our balls and our anus. It's called a vagina, okay? So somebody is gifted with the...
What the fuck am I saying? What is this cringe? Navin Noronha, who the fuck were you? Vagina, really? Like, what the ugh.
With the passage and this happens. So I don't know why people are so curious about what's happening down there. How is it your business? Fuck off.
And with no segue at all, I went into multinational companies because I had just worked for a big company. I won't take their name, but I'll tell you the initials. It's L&T. So that's what happened. I just like quit my job, started working as a writer, and I wanted to follow my passion, I guess, and this is where it was. But now I talk about everything else apart from the gay thing, and there was no smooth segue at all.
Big corporations, the reason being, they want you to know that they own you. They want you to wear the shitty name tags. They want you to act like the bitches. Why is this bitch happy? I don't understand. Like, the coffee is shit. It probably is from Sakinagar and Nara.
Again, going for the lowest common denominator, the coffee is shit. It probably tasted like Sakinagar Nala because that was my worldview at that point. I had cousins who lived in Sakinagar right next to the fucking open Nala, and I was like, okay, this is the easy comparison. Again, like, you have to be a little kind towards this version of me because I'd never performed comedy before. I'd never understood the intricacies of joke writing, so to say. So this is what happens, and but people saw a glimmer of hope in me, I guess.
Okay, that's all I prepared. I'm so sorry. Thank you.
And guess Tamra, so cute. He was so cute when he was, his younger version, not famous yet, not picking on Arnab or Modi at that point in time. He was just a bear, a Gujo bear who was cute. And let's see, he had a snarky comment, obviously. Let me see. I turned the mic off while leaving the stage because I was a party MC all these years, so it was my practice. Like, whenever I'm not speaking, I would turn the mic off because I didn't want the audience to hear anything I said and was stupid. So that's what happened. That's my friend Vaibhav patting me on the back for some reason. He's like, "Oh, you did good." No, I did not. And somebody said something, I think it's Gia.
True comic.
Yeah, someone said he's a true comic because nobody wanted to be a camera after that, really. So yeah, that was my first ever open mic video. You can see it was not the best, and now if you compare my videos to what that was, you can tell that it was a matter of time before I got refined. I thankfully had friends even that day, people who were like at the mic, Nimesh Advani, Kunal Kamra, Deep Chabria. All of them were like, you should do this more often because clearly you suck at it, but you have a unique perspective. So why don't you come back at another open mic and do it? So, all in good time. I'm so glad I did this. Look at me now. I'm still nowhere. I'm still stuck in my house in the stupid lockdown, losing my fucking mind. But anyways, thank you for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed whatever this was. And if you like my work, then do follow me on House of Noronha. It's on Twitter and Instagram. And I've got a Facebook page as well called Navin Noronha. I hope to see you all soon and do more videos. And until then, stay safe, stay home, and don't hug each other, please. Bye.